Hello, everybody. I promised you last week that I would show you our little Christmas decorations, and let me show you. Let me go out the front door and come back in. Let's see if I can do this without getting locked out. I'm going to unlock that door. And Robert, I don't know if this is going to work, but Robert made me a new thing for our front door this year, and I'm so excited. I have to turn this around if I can figure out how to do that. Let's see. He made me, try not to fall off the porch, a laurel star for our front door. Isn't it pretty? He did such a good job on that. We had to play with it like a puzzle, but at first I was going to put some holly berries and stuff on it, but I don't think it needs it. And if I were to swing around, we still got some snow. If you look off in the woods, we still got a little snow out here. And right down there at the bottom of that laurel bush, you see a little hole down there. That's where we're going to bury our big dog. Well, his ashes anyway. So we've had a lot going on this week. Let me take you in the house. Try not to make you dizzy. And show you our decorations. Let's see. Well, there's Loki. He's taking over Chief's bed. He's looking everywhere for him. He doesn't know what to do without Chief here. And there's the white cat. That's Penrod. He's our white/orange cat. He takes over everywhere. This is one of my favorite decorations. If you can see on that table, I've still got a few things to wrap. But I have this little remote control. Watch this. Turn it on. And they flicker just like candles. Well, one didn't come on. Let me try again. There it goes. They flicker just like candles. And it helps me to not have a fire. And I'm into plaid this year. I got plaid stockings on the fireplace and a little plaid throw on the back of the couch. Runners on the table. I'm getting ready. The kitchen's a mess because I've been cooking all morning. But we're getting ready for our party on Monday night. And we got things set out there. My sister Patty gave me a country ham, and it was trimmed and ham hocks and everything. So I put them in the crock pot, and they've been cooking for 3 days, and I've rendered out a lot of ham juice. Well, that's right there is our tree. You really can't see it too well, but let me get over here. Maybe you can see it better. It's not a big tree. Does that work? Nope, it doesn't like that at all. It wants me to. It doesn't show up too well, but it's not. See, the cat thinks he looks real good under it. But he likes to bat down the little angels. We got little yo-yo angels on there. I love the little yo-yo angels and the little gourds that are Santa Clauses. I like those, and I like this little ornament that's made out of buttons. And I made this year. I've ordered some spools and some different colored red beads, and they look good. And I ordered these buttons. I had fun on eBay. And then this is my newest ornaments for this year. Jute candy canes, which I like the natural look. And this is my nativity scene. I've had it a long time, but I haven't put it out much. And I got these little battery operated twinkle, they're not twinkle lights, but they just, at night it gives it just a nice little glow all around. But we've been having fun and baking cookies. I've run the dishwasher twice today. It's going right now if you hear the noise in the background. Well, let me get back here to let me flip it around. Let me get back here to the back room so I can sit down and talk to you and not make you sick. Let's see how we're going to do this. It might be jiggly, so look away for a second. And I hope it stays up there, because I don't want to have to hold it. It might drop, and it's crooked. There we go. Yeehaw. And this is a basket my sister-in-law made for us. She likes to make baskets. I think I'll start putting my questions in here and pulling them out. But Robert made the base for her on his lathe, and we got baskets. Anyway, we're ready for Christmas. I have about 3 gifts to wrap, and we'll be good. And it's been a tough week. And I don't want to talk about it much, but I probably need to. And you gotta, you never know when something's going to happen. And Chief had been getting this knot on his leg. And if you saw my musing this morning, you could see the knot on his leg. And it had grown about double its size in the last month. And we couldn't figure out how to get him to the vet. And we kept racking our brains because we couldn't lift him up. He was 155, 160 pounds, and we didn't have a ramp to walk him up. And then the other night I got in the bathtub and I just started praying for, some kind of revelation that would help me to come up with a way to get him in the truck. And all of a sudden it hit me. We have a trailer, the Fly Lady trailer. It's a small horse trailer that we use to take to conferences. And it sits about 1.5 feet, less than 1.5 feet off the ground, but the back lays down. And we decided to take every rug out of the house and put inside the trailer and then up the ramp, and he walked right up it. It was a miracle because we didn't think we would get him in there. And then we put his bed in there with him, and so he settled right down on his big foamy bed, the bed that Loki's lying on. And Robert sat on the floor with him and rode, which is illegal, rode in the back of the horse trailer with the dog to keep him calm. And I followed right behind to kind of help him. To make sure nobody got behind and got too close. And we got to the vet 15 minutes early. Always nice to have a little grace period. We got him into the vet. He walked right down the trailer and walked right in on a leash. And we took his rug in with us so he could get up and down. And they did an x-ray, and one of his dog's leg bones are a lot like our arms. There's 2 bones right here, and one bone was already broken by the cancer, and it had started to calcify, and it was this big knot. And we were Robert and I looked at each other, and Justin drove the trailer, and he was there because he was like our campus dog at the office. He was scared to death of fire because when he was little, and the person who owned him before us, 10 years ago, had kept him tied up on a string, and the hillside caught on fire. And so he was scared he was going to get burned up and couldn't get away. So every time we built a fire, he would go running into the bedroom to get away from it, or into the basement. So we didn't have many fires last year, and we got him in the spring of the year before that, and he made himself at home. He was a happy dog. He didn't have to search for food anymore because he was like a stray dog at the office. And we couldn't claim him because he had an owner, and that owner didn't want to release him. But the last 2 years of his life, he's been real happy. It's kind of like dogs come here in retirement. And we love them until they get to go home, cross the little bridge. And it was heartbreaking. So, it's sad for us. It was sad for Jack and everybody at the office because this dog's been through it. One year at Christmas, it snowed. We got 18 inches of snow, and he was a fully intact male when we got him. He had impregnated another stray dog, and they had puppies, and he was taking care of those puppies. He dug a hole into the hillside of snow for those puppies, and Rebecca had to rescue the puppies out of the snowbank. She crawled back up in that hole and got the puppies, and we put them in a Gaylord in the back of the office, and they set off the alarm. It was just, we got stories to tell. I mean, this is the only dog that's ever had a building painted so that he didn't make dirty places on the wall. We had a nice finished gray paint on the wainscoting on the bottom part of the wall so that he could lay anywhere he wanted to and not mess it up, and it could be washed off. Not that you could see it against the gray, but he was a good dog. He was a real good dog, and we're going to miss him. But right when you think you got it bad, somebody else has got it worse. So Chief died on Tuesday. Well, Wednesday morning, I get word from Laura, who's seen on Facebook, that Eric's dog, Anna, had gotten hit by a car. She ran out of the house hearing a big truck, thinking it was Eric coming home, and Eric's mom was there doing some Secret Santa stuff, and the poor dog just thought it was, and ran between a couple of cars, and she was gone. And it's just heartbreaking because he loved that dog. It was like a child to him, and all of our critters are like a child to us. And, when you think you've got it worse, just look to the person next to you or the person to the left or right of you, and somebody's always got it worse. So we just have to be ready all the time when you think about it, we've lost. Lucy was my first dog. She was a blue tick hound dog. My first dog was Ranger. And Ranger was a good dog. And he had to be put down. He was a stray dog too. But that dog saved my life one time. I was at a grocery store opening up early in the morning in Alabama, and this guy comes in, and that dog loved everybody. I mean, people would walk in the door, fishermen would walk in the door, and his tail would go flap, 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 and he knew he was going to get a cookie. And this guy walks in the door, and that Ranger was a lab mix, black lab mix, and something else. I don't know what he was, but he was a small dog. But he had a little size to him. He wasn't big like Chief. And every hair stood up on the back of that dog. Every hair. And I looked at that man, and I said, I don't know what you're planning to do, but if you come any closer to me, that dog is going to take your throat out. And that man hit the door. And he was a hitchhiker. And the dog hit the door right after him and stayed between him and the building as he walked up and down until I can get more people to the shop. And so that dog saved my life. He also kept another dog from attacking a little kid. And I was a witness to it. So dogs know people's intentions, and they know when you love them and when you take care of them. And Harley, let's see, what's our next dog? Gypsy. Gypsy was a precious blue tick and beagle mix, and we loved that dog. She was precious. And she got hit by a car. You couldn't keep this dog in. When we took her to the kennel, the kennel had to put a board over the top of the kennel to keep her in because she climbed right out. We watched her do it. She got hit by a car and somebody took her to the vet, but she died on the way. But she was 5 miles from the house. 5 miles from the house. And she had been missing. They ran off the day we brought Harley home. It's weird. Just when one dog leaves, another one comes. And Shadow, our big other dog that died about a year ago, Shadow was at the barbecue place. And we kept trying to feed Shadow. Robert would go out and take her crackers. She was a big dog, but she was skin and bones out at the forest. And we brought her home. And she prospered. She really prospered, you know. So, and then Harley, Robert found in the forest. He was a red bone hound. And he comes in one night from playing chess and he says, you know, it was the summertime. It was, you know, middle of summer, I guess it was. And he says, I saw this dog. And, you know, he's living on a garbage heap. I tried to get him, but he wouldn't come to me. He was skittish. If tomorrow you go back with me, maybe we can try to catch him. So Robert's liable to come home with another dog tonight. You know, you just never know. When he drives up to Charles's house up in the forest to play chess, he sees lots of critters. He's brought home a cat. And we got Harley, and, you know, it's all about doing for others and being ready, you know. I'm ready for any emergency that would come along because stuff's done. I'm not having to wait. I'm not having to be in a hurry to get things done. I just take my time. When I get through with our little talk, and we won't do the whole hour today because I got cookies to bake. I've got the dough all made, but I want to put together some boxes of cookies to give away. We just have to play and have fun. Harley had seizures. I think that's probably why somebody threw him out. He had seizures, and one day at the house, he was behind Michelle's chair, and we didn't know he was having seizures. And he threw up behind Michelle's chair, and I went back there to clean it up. Not that I like to clean up dog barf, you know. I don't like it. But I'm not going to ask Michelle to do it. And I bent over him. Well, about the time I bent over him, he came out of his seizure, and he lunged at me and bit me in the face. Now, I don't have any scars. You can't see it. But he bit me. Well, being scared, Michelle was across the room right in front of my chair, and I raised up and I said, he bit me, and she said my eyes rolled back in my head, and she caught me before I hit the hearth. She caught me. So Michelle saved my life too. So dogs are just part of our family, and we get the joy of having them in our lives for 10 or 12 years, and then they go on. And we just need to love them while we got them and thank the Lord for their comfort and their love, unconditional love. You know, we should learn that from a dog. They love us no matter what. No matter what, they love us. And we got to learn to love ourselves like that. That's why I don't like to get in a hurry about anything, because I love myself enough to not be rushed, because I don't do well being rushed. I just don't do well being rushed. So I need to just pace myself, be kind to me by just taking it slow and steady. Yesterday, we needed to get out of the house. So about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I said, honey, you want to go Christmas shopping? Well, we don't really need to go Christmas shopping. But Emily had showed me a picture of something that my daughter-in-law had showed me a picture of something that she had wanted. And we went straight to the World Market and found it and got loaded in the truck. And then we started looking for Justin his present. And we had to go to 2 or 3 places to find it. We're going to buy it here at home. But we looked and looked and looked. And had fun. I got all my steps in, and then we went to dinner, and we came home about 8 o'clock. And it was a fun day. We needed to kind of get out of the house and take care of ourselves. And it was cold, but it was a good day to be out and about. So take care of yourself. We got Christmas coming up in just a few days. I mean, here we are. It's Thursday, so we got about 10 days. Today's the 14th or the 15th. I can't remember which it is. But we got 10 days to Christmas. 10 days. Now, here's the deal. If you plan on ordering something from the fly shop, you need to do it before Tuesday. And it's better to do it right now, today, because we got a coupon code going, which is JOY15. Joy to the world. JOY15. And you save 15%, and we got Rubber Scrub-A-BOGO, a Rubber Swish-A-BOGO, and a Silver Rag BOGO going on. So that's double your pleasure right there. What else? Water bottles, $10.95. We're about out of them. So if you were planning on getting a water bottle with either the sip top or the straw top, you better do, because we're lower on these than we are the bottles. So get that ordered. They make great stocking stuffers. Everybody loves this water bottle. Whew. We've got our new feather duster. I don't see where I put it. We've got our feather duster. We've got, and it's our original feather duster. It's the best word for it is voluptuous. You feel really good using it. Then we've got the carpet sweeper. And that carpet sweeper is an amazing tool. I was able to carpet sweep all the little rugs we took out to the trailer to put in for the dog. In no time at all. It's amazing how fast you can do your floors when you don't have rugs down on the floors. Bam! Just run around with a with my handy little mop, and it's done. And you can scrub them just as easily with the wet mopping. So everybody, just have some fun. Do something for you. Do something for somebody else too. Last night, my daughter-in-law, she was shopping for the angel tree at church. Find a family you need to help. Gather up some groceries to take to somebody. You know what needs to be done in your neighborhood. That's what the holiday season is all about. That's what Christmas is all about, is helping others. And when we're not stressed because we've gotten everything done, when we're not stressed, you have time to do these wonderful things for people. And I got on my festive little shirt for the holidays. It's got a great old big, it's got a reindeer and Santa Claus on it. I love it. Fly Lady Laura taught me how to wear Christmas. And so it's fun to get in the Christmas spirit. Fun to do little things for people. And just take care of yourself in the process. I'm going to go bake all these cookies. It takes 15 minutes to bake the cookies. That's it. 15 minutes in the oven. And I got these wonderful, if you have never used parchment paper on your cookie sheet, you got to try it. Because you can make the little balls and put them on the parchment paper and just slide one off onto the cooling rack and slide another one on. And it's fast. I love parchment paper. And I got to bake a cake for Justin. He told me about a cake he had a couple of weeks when he was hunting down in Florida. And this little lady cooks for them, and she had made a 10-layer cake. Can you imagine 10 layers? But the layers are just this thick. And I found the recipe for it yesterday. And I may try to make him one of those with old-fashioned chocolate icing. Doesn't that sound wonderful? A 10-layer cake for Christmas. You got to do something. So I'm going to have fun with that. All the kids Justin and Emily and the kids are coming on Monday night, and we're going to do fondue. Robert is in charge of the cheese fondue. I'm going to do a broth fondue with white wine in it, and I'm going to do what's the other fondue? An oil fondue, and we're going to do chocolate fondue. Yay, chocolate. So we're going to have pineapple and some bananas and different things to dip in the chocolate, maybe some pound cake. Oh, I might make a pound cake this afternoon. Just a cute little old pound. And I want to do some cinnamon rolls. I want to make some cinnamon roll dough and cut up some cinnamon rolls, roll them up so that I can give out some cinnamon rolls for Christmas morning. And just have fun. I mean, I love to cook. And when it snowed last Friday, we got a foot of snow. And imagine that, a foot of snow, first week in December. It was great. We didn't have to go anywhere, and I just started cooking. I did this dough that I made for the cookies. This is kind of cool. I found 5 recipes that I liked, and then I started blending the recipes for everything that was kind of the same in all the cookies. So I put together the eggs and the sugar and the brown sugar in a bowl and whipped it all up and divided that up into 5 different bowls. It was about 2 1/4 cups of this stuff. And then I adapted the recipe by adding more liquid to it, either another egg or whatever, and made chocolate chip cookies. I made oatmeal cookies. I made a stained glass cookie, which is made with chopped dates and chopped up fruitcake candies. I made a gingerbread cookie. I had to add molasses to the dough and more flour because the molasses makes it wetter, so it made a lot. And then I made a pecan sandy, which is my favorite cookie. So I made 5 cookies. The only cookie I'm missing is a sugar cookie. And I just couldn't figure out how to make plain sugar cookies. But hey, it's going to be fine. I got enough cookie dough to spread around. I can make like 10 dozen, probably 20 dozen cookies with this dough. And I'm just going to start baking it and putting it into containers. It'll be fun. Lots of fun. Enjoy the next few days. We got 10 days and you're going to be fine. If you got to get something shipped, you need to do it by the 19th. Same day. We usually go by what the post office does. And UPS is running a little slow, so I'm glad we really don't ship with UPS. We're shipping with the Postal Service and with FedEx. But it's all good. Get your stuff done so you can play, so you can have a lot of fun. And don't forget your own stocking. You can pick up a lot of things waiting in line to check out at the grocery store that can go in your stocking. Chapstick, some chewing gum, some fun things that you like that you can stick in your stocking so that Christmas morning you don't feel bad because everybody else is opening a stocking and you don't have anything for your stocking. So I think I'm going to surprise Robert he steals my chapstick. I'm going to get him a chapstick and some little stuff for his stocking. And he always likes his favorite thing for Christmas are Will Short's crossword puzzle books. His favorite day of crosswords is a Saturday's crossword puzzle book. So I get him those all the time. I got him one for Christmas that's one of the things I have to wrap. It's 500 of them. And he'll do 2 a day. He says it keeps his brain sharp. Well, his brain's pretty sharp anyway. And please, be patient this time of year. We were out in the traffic yesterday and people were running around like crazy folks. Just like crazy folks. So take it easy. Take it slow and easy. If somebody's in a hurry, let them go ahead of you. I mean, this one big truck nosed his way out at a stoplight and got in front of me. But, I was ready for it. Come on ahead, big guy. He ran a stoplight and took off. I'm not going to be the person that runs a stoplight. I'm not even going to be the person that squeezes a lemon to go through the yellow light. I'm going to stop. I'll probably be the person that stops and the person behind me hits me because I've stopped. I just take it slow and easy. My patience level is right up there right now. I'm being really calm and I'm getting things done. Like I said, I've already run the dishwasher twice today. And now I'm going to start in baking cookies. The stuff I have rendered out of the ham hock, y'all are going to love this. I took all those ham pieces and the skin and the bones, and I still got 2 big pieces of ham to cook for Christmas. And this is country ham. You make ham and biscuits and stuff with it. Yum. I put it all in the crock pot and I cooked it for 2 or 3 days. And then I put it in a pan, and it was about this deep in the pan, and I measured it, and I reduced it by half, boiling the water out. Because your humidity in your house, when you run your heater, it makes your whole sinuses get dry. And so Monday and Tuesday, I was getting a little headache right here and right around my eye. And I actually sent a little note to my wonderful Dr. Brown and told her that I thought I was getting a sinus infection. And with Christmas coming up, I didn't want to be without if I needed some medication. And she called me in a prescription. But luckily, Tuesday, when I was doing all the crying, it kind of just cleansed my sinuses, and I'm all better. I didn't even have to take the medicine, which that made me happy. I don't like to take medicine. So we got all of that done, and I'm not getting sick. Well, I slept under an electric blanket, and if I was getting sick, I cooked it. I like to get my body temperature up so that whatever germ is trying to thrive, I can get rid of it. But you got to know your body pretty well to do that. What else happened? It's all good. It really is all good. There's my sister Dina. Hey, sister. She sent me the cutest thing the other day. It was a stainless steel, powder-coated purple goblet. A goblet. It's just beautiful. It's got a clear lid on it. I'll have to bring it in here and use it. Love you too. Anyway, we got stuff. She's going to have fun this Christmas. She is a Disney consultant, and if you want to plan a trip for next year, get in touch with my sister Dina. She's on our Facebook thing, and she can get you fixed up. You can pay for it all during the year, kind of like layaway to go to Disney. How cool is that? And spend Christmas vacation at Disney. She's ready to go. She is ready to go. What a great way. I mean, I have another friend who's going to see his family in London and Africa for Christmas. How cool is that? Spending time with family. He had his States Christmas with the rest of his children. This past weekend, get out of yourself and do something for others. Let's have some fun. Let's play and just enjoy this time. After Christmas, my grandchildren are going to camp, and we're going to help get them to camp and back home again on the 1st. And it's all about having fun. You plan for fun. And then when something bad happens, like you lose a pet, or God forbid something else, you're ready. Because my mother died on Christmas Eve. So this year on Christmas Eve, we're going to my sister-in-law's house. So I don't even have to think about that. So our mother died on Christmas Eve. And when she died, I told her, after she's still laying in the bed, I said, Mama, you did this on purpose. You knew we'd always have to remember you on Christmas. Because she loved Christmas. She really did love Christmas. Make some memories with your family. Do something fun with them. Make their favorite foods. Find out what they are, you know. This fondue stuff is something Emily and Justin did on a vacation. They were out west somewhere, and they went to this fondue place. And they were talking about it the other day, and I thought, well, that could be fun for us to do. Something different, just something different. Christmas Day, Justin cooks. He does a shrimp boil. Thanksgiving, he does a big old turkey. He fries a turkey. Make some new traditions. Fly Lady Laura and them cooked lobster in Atlanta when she was growing up, and they would have lobster races. So make some new traditions for your family. Memories. These memories mean a lot. When you're dead and gone, they'll still have those memories. And I've been putting together my favorite recipes in my office in a bag. So I've got my red office in a bag that's my holiday one, and that I've sorted all the recipes out. I've gone through it, and it really is coming together. And putting my favorite, I'm gonna have a whole fondue section on the different fondue types and different sauces that you dip things in, and even making a tempura batter to dip some veggies in and fry them. So we're going to make new traditions. Won't it be fun to come together doing that? Your kids are only young once, then they grow up and they have their own families, and you have to work around all of that. Just have fun. And see, I've almost yammered on for 45 minutes talking about things that, doing. Drop your perfectionism and just enjoy the next 10 days. You're going to love it because it's going to be the calmest Christmas you've ever had. I promise you. Even if you haven't done the holiday missions, the last holiday mission is tomorrow. We did 30 of them, and then we did 15. And then our holiday cleanup missions start the day after Christmas. And we don't clean up all at once. We take baby steps to clean up. And the first of the year, there are going to be a lot of people signing up for Fly Lady. And if you've got friends that need to they're stressed out, tell them about us. And by this time next year, they'll be good to go. They'll have their houses decluttered, and things will be wonderful. You just have to share the love. Just share the love. Calm is a great Christmas gift. Calm is the best gift of all. And letting go of the pressure we put on ourselves to be the hostess with the mostest. I mean, Emily and Justin planned this party for all their friends last Friday when it snowed. And almost 40 people, husband and wives, came to their house with a foot of snow on the ground. I can't imagine. They came. And it was wonderful. They had a great party. But everything was done. They didn't have to run around too much. Well, Justin had to go get oysters and take them to the car wash and spray them. Get them. They come in mud, in a crate in mud, and so he had to go spray them off. But they had a great time. The kids checked coats at the door, and it was just fun for them. It's a memory like they'll never have. Ethan and Sarah kept the driveway cleared with their snow shovels, but they'd sled a little bit too. Have some fun. Plan a party. Get some people over. Make it a potluck. Just enjoy your neighbors, your friends and neighbors. You can do this. When your home is in order, it makes it so simple. You really can. Well, I love you all. I'm getting excited to go bake some cookies and get the kitchen finished cleaning up. The sink's clean, but I gotta get the rest of the countertops cleared off and make some more of my bone broth and put it in ice cubes. That's what I do with it. It's really thick, and it makes you can put it in beans, or you can put it in a soup, and it just gives it some rich flavor. So I make my own little bone broth cubes for something wonderful to eat. Well, I love you all. I'll see you, next Thursday. Yeah, I'll see you next Thursday. Have a good week. And let's get some stuff done. Be sure and get all those orders in on the Fly Shop, because they're going to fill the 19th orders on the 20th, and then they're going home. Everybody's going home. So we won't be shipping out anything until after the first of the year. So get your calendars ordered, and don't put that off, because you don't want to resort to writing on the wall because you don't have a calendar for next year already. I've given you since August to have a calendar. It's time to get it ordered if you hadn't done it. I love you. I'll see you next week. Talk to you later.